Yo, what's up, everybody? Um, this is just another pop up. I just figured whenever I felt like talking to some people or I had to test shit out, I will do this and I'll announce it like an hour before, and whoever shows up, shows up. I'm actually surprised that there are some people here already. So, look, there's five people here. Okay, I'll take it. Fucking, I'm gonna shout out everybody just because I know you all need the validation. Paul, what's up, brother? Fucking Gerald, what's going on, my friend? Dick, what's up, dickhole? Shannon, fucking hottie. Shauna, fucking hottie. Mike, fucking hottie. Fucking even a Texas kid, fucking little Crystal Crabtree. Yeah, I know everybody's commenting about shaving, but sometimes it just gets too out of control, and it was a little bit too Bin Laden for me. I mean, what I also recognized is that I don't know how these guys with these giant beards like keep it straight. Because like mine was immediately curving to the right. You know, and that was only like fucking three quarters of an inch, man. So um had to shave it. But prior to me shaving, what I always do is I'll do the Hulk Hogan, and I'll see if that works. Normally that doesn't work. I'll do the American Chopper guy, the dad with the fucking big sideburns and everything. Normally that doesn't work. And then at the very end, I do the little Hitler, and that really never works. So it all comes off, and I basically all start over again. Let's see, Crystal Crabtree's here. Texas Kid Reptiles. Arvin, Game of Thrones. Somebody's still, DMing me right now. Jesus Christ. Fucking Arvin, Game of Odds. No, I'm sorry. I said Game of Thrones. Gray Rider, what's up, brother? How are you, man? Mako. Gotta love Mako. Gotta love Adam. I think that's everybody for now. Um, so yeah, all right, Adam, you got some validation. Okay. All right, everybody go check out whatever Adam has for sale, whether it's stupid ball pythons or geckos, benevolent reptiles. He um he did spend $11 on me when I came back from the hospital and bought me a bunch of porn mags. So, you know, you can't really hate the guy. Um all right, let's see here. Yeah, Crystal Crabtree, right here, I think. Where is it? Fear the Crab Cat. That's what I'm saying. See, Crystal knows. Um, Hecklefish, the Y Files. If you get a chance to watch it, go watch it. It's probably the best show on YouTube right now. They talk about conspiracy theories, ancient civilizations, and Bigfoot and Mothman and shit like that. But the guy does it in a good way. Like talks about uh, Indrid Cole, who supposedly comes back to Earth from the future. They're all true stories. But then he debunks them at the end, and you find out what part of it was true and what part wasn't true. Let's see here. Fucking anybody new? Kevin Johnson. What's up, brother? Fucking just making shit happen. Anyway, everybody said I looked fucking hypo on Bronx Down Under. So do I look any better now? Because I spent the last few days trying to set up shit because I got a bunch of new shit for the office, and one of the things I got was new camera equipment, and um, it just looked fucked up on the last Bronx Down Under. I looked like a fucking ghost, but luckily it was Halloween. Okay, all right, good deal. All right, listen, if I as long as I look good for Dick, I'm good with that. Um, yeah, okay, thank you, Shannon. New profile picture. Fucking ain't. Fucking hottie, man. Charlie from Reagan Renee is here. Got to shout him out. Um, so yes, I mean it might look just as bad with the fucking green screen up. I just don't know because I haven't tried that out yet. But uh, yeah, I agree with Mako. You had two douchebags sitting with you, and that didn't help. I agree. I mean, those guys are just the fucking worst, right? Picture quality is much better tonight, Chris. Thank you. All right. Yeah, it takes a lot of work. So before I went into the hospital, I had ordered a bunch of new shit, like a new desk and new computers and new, new toys for little accoutrements on my desk. And it all came while I was in the hospital. So it's been sitting here for the last month because, you know, a guy in a wheelchair can't really lug around a 120-pound desk and fucking set it up. So I just got that set up recently. My brother-in-law came over and helped me do it. Actually, he did the whole thing, and I just kind of watched him. Um, but yeah, so everything should be kind of set right now. The other thing I want to talk about is I got a DM from a dude the other day who apparently somebody hacked his Facebook profile, and he was all the DM said was report this guy. He's pretending to be me, and immediately I just thought like fuck you, man. Like it's not my job to be your fucking watchdog. Fucking figure out your shit and fucking make it happen. You think that didn't happen to everybody? So, it's just so irritating with you fucking new breeders. It's like fucking any problem is a fucking giant problem. And it's, take care of it yourself, man. All right. It's not my fucking job to fucking report people for you and make it, and validate your position in the fucking hobby. All right, take care of your shit, take care of your problems, and don't whine about it. And I'm probably being harder on the guy than I need to, but you know, it is fucking irritating. I can't be doing shit like that anymore. Okay, Intrepid, what's up, brother? Um, I gotta say thank you to Uncle Mike, who just always fucking comes in the chat. Now I'm doing the same thing I told Hottie not to do, or Holly not to do. Yeah, no, Holly's not here. Holly's still mad at me. And I don't care. Yeah, I mean, it's I don't mean to be fucked up, but one of my pet peeves is I can't stand people that are like, oh, it's always funny until it's about me. Fuck that. You can't be like that. Fucking, and I'm not gonna roll on eggshells to fucking prevent myself from hurting anybody's feelings. So me and Holly aren't really talking right now. I assume that we'll talk again in the future, but as of right now, she's definitely cut me off. I don't know if she's cut off the other two guys, but they haven't heard from her either. But what are you gonna do? Fucking Jared and Allison, what's going on, man? How are you guys? Um, Sam, well, see, I just said what happened. Okay, all right, calm down. All right, I also don't want to talk shit about Holly because Holly's not here to defend herself. So I'm not going to do that. However, because it did work out so well the other night, if anybody wants to come in, here you go. And, here's the link. We'll see if that works. Let's see. Control V. There you go. All right, there's the link. If you want to come in and have a little fun with me, you can do that. And it'll be it'll be interesting. Fucking 19 people here to fucking listen to me talk about nothing. Holy shit, look at this already. Boom.
I'm coming on.
What's up, brother?
How you doing, man? So I gave you a good job on your Thai interview. That was on Facebook Messenger, so you didn't respond.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, no big deal. I know you're more active on Instagram, so.
No, really, I'm old. I'm more active on Facebook, but I just didn't see it. So, yeah, I'm sorry. But Jen is coming on the Hot Girl episode on Sunday.
Yeah, she's awesome, man. Awesome lady.
Oh, fucking cool, man. She is. I mean, we ended up testing our picture quality and everything.
Right.
And we ended up staying on for like 3 hours. right?
She
So
she's very cool.
yeah, she's very cool, very easy to talk to, and she's actually local. She's right here in Long Island.
I got you. So
Um,
when she if she comes to your place, you got to frisk her, right? You got to frisk her first.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna definitely have
Make
to.
sure she ain't holding nothing, right?
Right, that's what I got to do. But she's not gonna. She's not gonna come here. Okay.
I know. I
I, I
got you.
I think it's been pre-warned to all the women that have been in the hobby a little while. They're like, don't go over there. Fucking he'll make that move.
But
And
she told me she's nervous. I'm like, don't be nervous. Just be yourself. So
well, I tell everybody that comes on any of the shows, I'm like, don't be nervous. You're basically on the show with an idiot, so you're gonna look good no matter what.
you know,
It's it is what it is. But I'm
straight
excited.
up, that's exactly what I told her, Chris.
Good. Good. How fucking cold is it there already?
Oh man, it's. I guess today it was probably around. Hold on, I don't know if you can. It's pitch black here. It's probably about 55 today, and a little bit of sun, not too bad. But like right now, it's got to be, I don't know, low 40s and a little bit of rain. So yeah,
Right.
it sucks, man.
Yeah, well, it's still about 30 here, and it's I mean, we don't get as cold as you get, but it's still pretty cold, man.
Yeah, but I see, like, I don't know, man. I'm geographically challenged, so when I see, like, the pictures around the White House, the East Coast, like New York, and
Right.
people are still walking around in t-shirts, man, and not here. There's no way.
Oh, that's yeah, fucking. Well, I'm one of those idiots that do that.
That wears the t-shirt.
Yeah. I was a t-shirt out and have no problem with it. And I went to the doctor today to just do a checkup, and he just looked at me. He's like, "What are you, a fucking moron?" He's like, "It's 25 degrees out. Fucking look at this. We got Tim here too. Look at Tim
Hey,
coming
Tim.
on. What's up,
Hey
brother?"
man, what's going on? I couldn't miss just jumping into this impromptu stuff tonight, saying hey to you guys.
Yeah, no, there's no schedule, man. There's just just talk about whatever the hell you want. And Tim was just on recently on the main show. Met Tim in West Virginia, or was it Pittsburgh? All right, I'll just keep asking questions. You don't have to answer. No big deal. It's not like it's live or anything. All right. Yeah, there we go. Tim, could you actually hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I had to try and figure out where the other YouTube window was that was popped up that was doubling everybody's voices.
Right. Okay. Dude, we met at.
You sure that wasn't the whiskey, Tim?
Yeah,
Pretty sure, man. I don't think it lasts 5 years.
I got you.
No, I did drink a little bit out at Retic Fest.
Yeah, I didn't drink at all because Tim caught me at my worst, man.
Yeah, fucking Chris was hurting up there, man.
Yeah, that was
he hit it really well. He took it like a man, but you could tell he wasn't feeling good.
Yeah, fucking, you gotta do it. You can't be walking around like a pussy, especially with all you fucking Retic people.
Right?
Fucking Jared's just coming in the building. What's up, brother?
What's up, Chris? What's up, Mike?
Yeah, I was
Hey, how you
trying to
doing?
fucking sleep,
Good,
man.
bro.
I just woke up for a smoke and I seen you did a live. I was like, oh fuck. I was like, I seen Mike jump in. I was like, okay, well, I guess we got to now.
Yeah, may as well have fun, but now I think we're competing with the other shows that have fucking 10 people on at one time. Hopefully this won't be as fucking chaotic as that one is. So
I don't know what you're talking about.
yeah, I think Keys does like a Friday night Friday night thing, like hangout. But the problem is there's like 10 people in the room and they're all talking at once. So it's like, let's not do that here. Jared,
Kind of like Sunday night.
Yeah, a little bit. We had a problem Sunday night at the last Zoom call. I wish you were there.
Oh shoot! And that wasn't with Caleb, was it?
That was with Caleb and his girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
And we had to throw out his girlfriend.
Oh,
But we actually threw out Caleb too because he brought her there, so he had to pay. You have to understand that when you fuck with Chris's Zoom call, there's consequences and repercussions. Okay, and yeah, his girlfriend was just not being cool, and so we threw both of them out. But Caleb is not banned, but the girlfriend is definitely banned.
He's banned.
Yeah, she is banned. She will not be coming back. Caleb is still, inherently a nice guy. I don't care what anybody says about him,
Yeah.
But at the same time, you got to pay. You must pay. If
You must pay.
Call.
I think it's his birthday, so he's got to be getting close to learning that lesson.
I mean, what is he? So he's going to be 27?
Yeah, but but that's like dog years, I think.
Yeah, it's not a real. It's not a
he
real.
really that old?
Yeah. He's old.
I thought he was like 20, maybe 21.
Yeah, I thought he was like 22 or something.
Yeah.
No, Caleb's like 20. Yeah, 26, I think.
Well, he posted some shit like his first high school reunion is coming, so that got to make him what?
What, 28?
Yeah, like
28, 10, right? I mean, high school reunions, you don't do 5, right?
Right.
I didn't even go to mine, and it's been like 30.
I didn't even get invited to none of mine. Fuck. They don't want me there.
No, I got invited. I just didn't. I'm just like, no, I didn't like you people in high school.
Exactly.
I don't like you guys now. Anyway, Jared, what's been going on with you this week?
Friggin' sitting here on a cot right now.
You look like you're somewhere not home.
Not home, on a cot, laid out.
Does that mean your wife is home alone?
No, Chris, she's not.
I was gonna say, I think she is. I think she is. I'm gonna have to come back to you guys. I'm gonna leave you for a little bit.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah. Talk amongst yourselves.
I don't think Chris is allowed in Tennessee anymore.
Yeah, no. Try and stop me. All right. I got my boy Shane to fucking back me up, and Shane, he used to be in jail, so nobody fucks with him. Right. But then everybody in Tennessee used to be in jail too. So fucking.
I mean, he did let Leviathan kidnap him once. So
yeah.
He's not that potent.
Speaking of Leviathan, they're killing it on that fucking movie, man. I mean, it looks so good.
I saw the preview. It looks really, really good, man. I can't wait.
He's been working on it for like a year. So we're and this got kind of ripped on the last Zoom call, I think, or the Bronx Down Under. We're doing 100 DVDs of the video, and we're just gonna give it out. And we're also making up posters with everybody that was in the movie, and everybody's gonna sign the posters, and we're just giving those away too. So, and people in the chat were like, "Who the fuck has a DVD player anymore?" Like, yeah, they don't understand. It's like it's just meant to be like a cool collector's thing. It's not supposed to be. You're not supposed to fucking play it, you fucking retards. It's so irritating that
they're good for zinging at the kids when they're fucking around.
That's what I'm saying. Like Tron, right?
You gotta put it on a flash drive now.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, because you don't get like it's like, remember when like the records went to tape, and then you got this little thing with maybe like a pull-out excerpt, and there was no artwork or anything involved in it. Like, it used to be cool to get like the Kiss albums and get the Real Love Gun, stickers and things like that. So
yeah, and plus they make good weed de-seeders.
Yeah, there you go. You could also use the DVD case, the cover, to fucking line up the coke for the rails.
Them days are gone, man.
Yeah, I know they're gone now too. But I got to tell you, I miss them. Okay.
Yeah, I do too. I don't think the old ticker would hold out though.
No shit, right?
Yeah, that's probably the problem right now. What about you, Jared? You ever knock out a line or two?
No.
Okay, that's a lie. All right. So, you ever knock out a line or two with Allison?
No.
See, I kind of like you guys now. I like you guys more now. All right. That's all. Next time I'm in Tennessee, we'll figure something out. All right.
Well, you plan on moving to Tennessee, ain't you?
Funny story.
Yeah, I'm definitely planning on moving there. It was a choice between there and Texas, and Texas is just too hot.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they had like 100 days this year in a row
yeah.
over 100 degrees. I mean, that's like,
Yeah, it's fucking miserable up there.
why would you do that? And it's not even like the place is cool and there's mountains around it and everything. It's all just fucking flat. And I don't know. You know, I mean, there's still a chance at Texas, but odds are it's going to be Tennessee. Just because it seems like a more friendlier place. Plus,
state taxes
cold as fuck here right now.
What's that?
It's cold as fuck here right now.
It
was like 25, 22 the other morning.
It's pretty cold here too. All right, it's pretty cold. It's pretty cold here too. Like I just had the door open off to my terrace here, and I was just like, "Fuck this!" Like it is way too cold here. But I'm still just gonna wear, shorts and a t-shirt out until it gets to about 11, and then I'm like, all right, I better throw on a hoodie or something,
And then you just stay in the house.
Well, yeah, but I like just staying in the house anyway.
Yeah,
it's just like that's why Texas probably wouldn't be so bad, because I would just be staying home anyway. In the air conditioning, it's not like I'd be going out doing shit in like the backyard.
That's what I was in Phoenix.
When I lived in Florida, man, being a Midwest boy, going to Florida, beautiful weather all the time. I was in Central Florida, and man, it came to a point like, shit, not only in the summer, all year. Like, I'd get in my air-conditioned car, I'd go to my air-conditioned pet shop, I'd leave my air-conditioned pet shop in my conditioned vehicle, I'd pull up to my beautiful house, put the key in the front door, I could see the pool, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going in the pool. As soon as I walked in that fucking air conditioner, I was like, fuck that pool, man. I ain't going out there. Too hot.
Yep.
Yeah, I had some pools even out in LA, and I never used them.
Yep.
I mean, occasionally we had one of those where the hot tub was connected to the pool, and like the overflow would go into the pool. And I think I went in that hot tub like once,
Yeah. I had one of them too, Chris, and the guy told me at the pool place, he sold me some like fragrances and shit you put in the water. It makes some bubbles,
Right.
So I get in that thing, I crank the heater up, put the powder fragrance in there, jump in there, and I'm sitting back, relaxed. I'm all kicking back, and I could feel like my nuts, that warm water just. It makes your shit loose, man. So I know they were stretching out on me, right? So I looked down in the hot tub, and I could see this. It was like a piece of gum with hair stuck to it.
Oh.
So I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I poke it with my finger. It was my nuts at the surface of the water. That shit had me stretched out.
God damn, it reminds me of Johnny Knoxville and Jackass doing the grandpa thing and
yeah,
at the strip club with his foot long nutsack swinging around all over the place.
Yeah, I had a special place in the jacuzzi. I was just like, all right, I got one area where I could sit where it's just right, okay, and normally that's rocketing air into your ass. So
What was that movie? What was that movie where the dude stuck his dick in the jacuzzi hole?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I don't remember the movie though. Yeah.
I don't know why that just came to my mind. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah. No, I wasn't going to stick my dick in the jacuzzi hole. Like that's not like I don't. Contrary to popular belief, I just don't stick my dick in any hole that comes around. Right? The hole got to be good looking. Okay. So the hole got to be at least, 2 or 3 points above me. Okay.
It don't have to be deep, but it's got to at least be as wide as a tuna fish can,
Right. Yep. Can't hit the back of a tuna fish can, but I sure as hell could fill it. All right.
Yep.
That's what happens, man. People are just like so disgusted right now.
Well,
Oh.
it just goes with the territory. You started this shit.
Yeah, I know. Well, the other thing is like people have been saying that I've become a pussy since I've been coming back, to fucking the shows and all that. And I'm trying not to be a pussy, but listen, I'm a little bit more empathetic now to people. Okay. And it's rough because I mean, some of these ball python people are incredible assholes, and to try and be empathetic to them, it's hard, man. It's not easy.
They call it cripathy.
What's that?
They call it cripathy.
Is that what they call it? Why?
Yeah. You're crippled with empathy. So it's cripathy.
All right. Listen, leave the jokes to me, Mike, and Tim. Okay. That was hard.
Hey, that joke, that was bad, man. You don't have a leg to stand on, bro.
There we go. Right.
Sorry, man. I love you, man. So it's just all in fun, man.
No, I love getting like TikToks from like the amputee people now. And but every now and then, like a ball python person will send me a cripple video, right? And it's not even funny. And you could tell like fucking like this asshole is just mean, right? Like fucking I got sent a fucking picture of a guy that fell and had to crawl all the way home like a mile and a half, right? and he put a bunch of laughing emojis here, and I'm like, listen, this is kind of fucked up now. Now, granted, 3 months ago I might have laughed too, but see, personal growth, man. All right, I'm a little bit empathetic now.
I have noticed that, Chris.
Yeah, I know it's
but it ain't a bad thing. It ain't a bad thing. It is what it is, man.
Nah, what's getting on me bad is Brian.
I believe it.
Yeah, but Brian's a pussy too, because when Brian came to visit me, first time Brian looked down at my fucking nub, he fucking cried. All right, so fucking I'm like, fuck you. You fucking you're looking at my nub crying. Okay, and I'm the pathetic one, right? So fucking blow me, man.
You would have had a fucking hard time on some of the accident scenes I've worked.
Oh,
yeah. I would imagine so. Yeah. but the thing is that when they cut off mine, I thought that they just hacksaw it off, or chainsaw it off, right? And it turns out they don't do that. It takes like a couple of hours because they go like layer by layer. And I was like, wouldn't it be easier? Like I saw so many ninja movies growing up where fucking ninjas are just chopping off a leg with one stroke. And like Ned Stark, they just chopped off his head, within what 2 strikes, right? And the knee is a lot tougher than a neck, right? So I'll give you 3, but it turns out yeah, they do it layer by layer, and that's why it was so fucking painful, man.
Yeah.
Well, all them internal vessels and shit like that, the blood vessels, and when you cut them, they'll suck back up into your leg.
Yeah, but
so they got all of that shit to deal with. As soon as they cut it, it starts to retract.
Yeah, we could put a man on the moon, but we can't fucking just hack off a leg in one, in one smooth fucking thing.
You should have went to the UK and had. You should have went to the UK and had the Monty Python guys with the swords do it for you.
I'm saying it would have been a lot less painful.
Yeah,
Jared.
Yeah, that guy didn't even flinch.
Jared, what did you say?
I said, can we though? Did we really put a man on the moon?
Yeah, I know.
You're a conspiracy theory guy.
They think it's Francis Ford Coppola did a
absolutely.
Did an actual movie about it, and that's the only way that it happened. So I don't know, man. Again, you could check out the Y files, and fucking they talk about that. There's a lot of shit going on, and man, they had one last night. That they were like humans have been around for like 15,000 years. And there's other civilizations that were here way prior to us. We just haven't dug deep enough yet to find them. So yeah, watch the Y Files, man. WHY Files.
If you ever have any time to kill and you're sitting around on a Sunday morning or something, check out this video on YouTube. It's a series of videos. I think it's called The Tale of Time Never Ending.
Right.
And they talk about how all those ancient cave paintings that they show, that's not the beginning. That's not the beginning of like human history on the earth. It's at the end of catastrophic, whatever, a nuclear bomb exploded, and so it's kind of like backwards, but they lay it out as it's forwards. So it's pretty fucking weird. It kind of gets your brain thinking too. I mean, who knows for sure?
Right. Yeah.
They said they found a human skeleton or a human tooth or something that dated back. They said it was another like 20,000 years past what known history recorded humanity being.
Right. Yeah. And it's I mean, they just literally talk about everything on there, and it's just a great show. It's one of the few Patreons that I'm actually in, because they do so much research on it, and they give you the reasons why it can be true and why the reasons it can't be true. So
do they draw conclusions or they leave it up to you?
No, they leave it up to you. That's the fun part about it.
Yeah.
The Y Files.
The Y Files, yeah. WHY. Yeah. And the guy has a little sidekick, and that's this hecklefish, and he's a little fish on the side that just makes dumb comments. Like he'll be like,
It's like Luke.
Yeah. I'm like a fat hecklefish. He's just like, what went on with Uranus again? And fucking makes all kind of Uranus jokes. Like, I heard Uranus is dirty, so it's
hey, who's ain't?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? So yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? But anyway, Y Files. Also, Mr. Ballin. If you ever get a chance, watch that guy. He just tells fucked up stories that are true, and they're all true. He just finds these fucked up, dark stories about people getting murdered and fucking people murdering other people. I mean, he's really good too. So my girl Crystal watches both of these. So and I think Shauna Corner watches Mr. Ballin too, because we've talked about that before. So but yeah, I mean again, guys, conversation is pretty much open to whatever the fuck you want to talk about, because I came into this with no plan other than to make sure I didn't look hypo again.
Well, I know it's against.
What's what?
Why'd you shave the face, Chris?
Because it was getting too Bin Laden for me. I have to start over again. Like I was just like, I look like a fucking terrorist right now. It's like, yeah, this is not cool, man. So. And then, like, the wheelchair doesn't fit into the bathroom, right? So I have to fucking, like, get on the walker and hop my ass into the fucking bathroom every time, and then stand on one leg and try and shave. And I was like, this is ridiculous, right? So what I did was I just took a trash can, rolled over to my desk, brought the camera in close to my face, and just shaved, looking at the computer. You're like, okay, fuck it. So. But yeah, it'll grow back in a week or so. So I'm like, all right, I could deal with looking like Cartman for a week, because it's just gross. Like I used to, be clean shaven for the band and all that, and fucking, now I get clean shaven and I'm like, holy fuck, look at that double chin and that neck. God, you're gross, man. Grow something on there, man. Like fucking. So. That's what I do for now. So,
you ever see that cartoon drawing of the guy? His wife keeps telling him shave the beard. He shaves the beard and like he got no chin left.
Right.
That's me. I got no fucking chin without this beard. It's kind of weird.
You're like Bob's Burgers. You got no chin at all.
That's it.
See, I gotta stay pretty because I can't grow a beard. So
Yeah, but fucking
I'm
you
fucking
still
losing
look.
that too. So I'm gonna be fucked pretty soon.
Nah, yeah, you're doing all right. And Jared's clean shaven, kind of, right? He got like a little Caleb thing going on.
Look, I'm clean shaven because I'm not allowed to grow a goatee or a beard. All right.
Doesn't that piss you off that that's still the rule?
Yes, very much so.
It used to be that way with like the NFL too, and then the 1 year I saw a bunch of long-haired black guys, and fucking the black guys you wouldn't have thought would have the long hair, and they were rocking the long hair. Now everybody has long hair, so maybe the military will follow suit.
They came out with a poll a couple of years ago and asked, what they could do to get people to stay in, and all the guys were like, "Let us grow beards, let us grow beards." And they come out with the new Army regs for grooming standards, and it's like girls they can dye their hair any color they want as long as it's a natural color. They can have extra piercings. They can wear makeup. They can wear ponytails now and don't have to have it all the way up. And we're going through and we're reading and we're like, all right, what they give the guys? Can we get beards? Can we get beards? And they're like, no beards, but you guys can wear clear nail polish.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck, man?
Oh, fucking yeah, that's gonna make me re-enlist for 10 more fucking clear nail polish, bro. I love it. Yes.
Do you think that was because they have to be all trans acceptance now?
That's gotta fucking be it.
That has to be it, right? Because why the fuck would you tell guys that they could wear clear nail polish?
Right.
We're also allowed to dye our hair, but it has to be a natural hair color as well.
Yeah.
We can't do a hard part unless our hair doesn't naturally part. And then it can't, of course, has to be neatly tapered, faded, and clean shaved. We have a mustache.
You Army?
Yeah, Army.
Yeah, I got out in 2005.
I got 18 years. I got in 2005. I got 18 years in there. So
yeah, all my friends were calling me about 10 years after I got out and said, "You're lucky you got out, or they would have kicked you out for beating somebody's ass because it got stupid."
It has gotten stupid. There's no more wall-to-wall counselings. You can't even smoke anybody. You can't make them do more than like 10 repetitions of one exercise, and you can't like give them multiple punishments. So if somebody fucks up, you can't like smoke their balls and then give them extra duty or fuck with them the rest of the week. It's really? A one and done. You're done.
That combat arms too?
It's combat arms too. Yeah, I'm a scout. So,
are you allowed to beat a guy with a bag of oranges like they did in Full Metal Jacket anymore?
No, unfortunately not.
It's funny, man. They showed like a playground at a high school in the 50s and 60s. The fucking teeter-totter was a quarter mile long. The monkey bars were 20 feet high. And, and every one of them dudes in that yard was physically fit. No chubbies at all, And now look at it. Fuck that. I want my Army guys tough and looking ripped. I don't want them to be soft. Fuck that.
Didn't they also, when we were growing up, I don't know how old Tim is, but remember they had that thing at the playground? It was like a metal disc.
Yeah, go around, man.
And you would just fucking inevitably just get it up to like 35 miles an hour, and kids are just holding on with their legs. Kids are flying off. Yeah, fucking.
The one kid would get dizzy, he'd fall off, he'd stand up, the other kid's hanging on, and he'd knock him out.
I even ended my daughter up from preschool one day with a big old gash on her head from one of them.
That was so much fun.
And they don't have metal slides anymore.
No, they don't do metal slides because that shit'll Indian burn your ass all the way down.
Metal slides suck.
Yeah.
Real quick, don't sit at the top and hog the fucking slide.
That's it. That's how you learn.
Right.
Shit.
Yeah, there's so many fucking like pussy parents nowadays. Do you have kids, Tim, or no?
Yeah. My daughter's 25 years old. She's a vet. She was NBC in the Guard, plus a single mom of 2 boys, and she's a full-time police officer.
Oh, shit. Okay.
No, Chris.
Fucking child abuse works, man. So I say you can't fucking be soft on them.
That's
What
what I'm
made a
saying.
man ever.
That's what I'm saying. You can't be doing this shit. Like fucking, like you're not even allowed to hit your kid anymore, which I just find, I mean, abhorrent. Like, why would you even have kids if you're not going to be allowed to fucking hit them, right? I mean,
My daughter Savannah, who's my oldest, she was probably about, I don't know, 14 or something. She got in trouble at school, and I had called. She was being a little punk, so I'd called 911 and said, "Garrett, come here, teach this kid something, right?" So they talked to her, and then they're pretty much scolding me, and I says, "Hey, you know what?" I said, "Just put her in handcuffs and take her away." So they're like, "What? Why would you? Why would you want that?" I'm like, "Because if you don't do it now, when she's 18, you're gonna do it then. So
Right.
teach her fucking." And man, believe me, the cops did not want to side with me on that one.
I remember if one of the nuns fucking hit me at school, I was terrified all day because I was like, my mother is gonna beat the shit out of me when I get home, just because she wouldn't even listen to my side of the story. Fucking, you would just walk in and she found out that one of the nuns hit you. Fucking, she would hit you twice as hard with some kind of shoe.
Yep, you were wrong.
Yeah, you were just wrong. And fucking, I look at my niece and nephew now. I'm like, fucking pussies. Like just two. My fucking sister never hit them growing up, and fucking fuck that. You got to be out of your mind to not hit a kid. So
Yep, you got to keep them in line.
Look at that, Antoine. I dropped my son off in the middle of the
Right.
Chihuahua Desert with a kid. I miss that kid sometimes. Right? Yeah, no, kids are just the worst, man. But parents are the worst too. So fucking, it's just it's just not fucking cool.
They're about teachers and shit quitting left and right because you can't fucking discipline the kids at school. You can't make them get off their phones, or they call home and their parents fucking call and yell at the teachers and shit for trying to make them listen.
Yeah, even back in my day, I can't imagine what it was like back when you guys were in school. No offense, but even back in my day, if the teachers called, the parents didn't side with you.
No,
They fucking came in screaming, ready to kill you until they figured out what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then most of the time they still did it anyways because you didn't disrespect adults.
Right.
Now,
right.
Now they come in with the attitude, well, why are you talking to my kid like that? I know my kid didn't do this. Bullshit. Your kid 100% did that because he's a little asshole.
Right. You don't know what your kid is like when he ain't around you. When he ain't around you, he ain't the same kid.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime anytime the teachers had to call my parents, I 100% fucking did something.
Yeah. I remember
I lied my ass off.
A guy in like 7th grade, a fucking dude just fucking walked up to me and he's like, "Hey, Chris," and he fucking has a razor blade and he just fucking goes for my face to just fucking cut me, right? Black guy, not saying nothing, but fucking it was a black guy. But I put my hand up and fucking, he cut me, on the hand. And it was gushing blood and all that, but I didn't want to get the dude in trouble, right? So I tried to hide it. And I remember I was online at the cafeteria and the cafeteria lady fucking looked and she's like, "Why, you're bleeding," So the kid's mother came into the school and the kid's mother wasn't like, my son couldn't have done that, my son wouldn't have did that. That mother beat the shit out of that kid, like right in the middle of the fucking school, man. And that's the way it used to be, and that's the way it has to be now, man.
Yeah.
And yes, I went to Catholic school, and this is what you get. This is what you get when you spend 18 years at Catholic school. So fucking, it was rough. And those priests, they really like to fuck you. Okay, so fucking
literally, right?
Yeah. Fucking,
so you see all the smart ones walking with their back against the wall all the way down the fucking hallway.
That's right. I went to I'm also very big in the nun community, right? Because whenever they need their printer fixed at the convent, they call me, right? And I go gambling with the nuns all the time, right? There's so much fun to go gambling with, right? But I was at like some 50th anniversary of a woman being a nun, and one of my high school teachers came to the party, and he was a priest, and I just looked at him and I was like, listen, Father Petrillo, what was wrong with me? All right, you were all over Phil Justy. What was wrong with me? Like, you kind of gave me, like self-esteem issues, right? And the nuns thought it was funny as hell, right? The priest, he did not. Okay, he was not laughing at all. Okay, so that just made me think, yeah, this guy's probably done something, right? So,
oh man, there was a fucking comedian did a skit like that. I just can't think of it right now off the top of my head, but funny as shit.
He's they're rough, man. They're rough. But it's what are you gonna do? It's like fucking hey, you don't let them fuck women. I guess kids are the next best thing, right? I mean, who knows? Okay.
I know Ruth, my girl, she went to Catholic school all the time growing up.
It's
She
rough,
was
man.
in Brooklyn Heights, so
I think the girls are safe in the Catholic school.
Yeah, probably. Because what's the worst that could happen? They get licked a little. I mean, that's not nothing, right? Shit.
Timex.
Broomsticks are a motherfucker.
Yeah. Fucking
right.
When a priest decides to Abner Loema you know that you have a bit of a problem. So it's not cool, man. It's definitely not cool. But also, you see the kids now when they're all like a bunch of pussies, you're like, this is what happens when you take rape out of Catholic school, right?
Shit. Hey, I take all that back. Maybe you haven't calmed down.
No more empathy. It's gone.
Look at this.
So this is a story that came out of Tennessee just a little while ago. It's been a couple of years now. This is how fucked up these kids are. Did any of you guys play sports like basketball or football back in your day?
I did fucking gymnastics and diving.
All right, so everybody, every time you're in sports.
Wait a minute. We're not just going to gloss over that. Okay?
I tried to save you.
Gymnastics and diving.
Yeah.
The fucking Greg Louganis.
Yeah. My fucking coach kept trying to talk me into getting onto the cheerleading squad. And I'm like, why don't you just ask me to cut my dick off? That's not happening.
I think you might have cut your dick off just being on the diving team. But anyway, all right, Jared, go ahead. Sorry.
All right, so these kids, it's a high school basketball team. And they played a tournament up here in Gatlinburg, and they got a cabin. So they did their initiation. Their initiation was to take a fucking pool stick and shove it up the new guy's asses. So this kid, and the way they found out about it is because they ruptured this kid's internals with a fucking pool stick. Oh, so he almost died.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a fucked up story, but I don't remember initiations where anything got shoved up anybody's ass back when we were in school or when I was in school.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all, too. I mean, now it's just a Wednesday night here, but fucking still, it's like I don't remember all of it. I remember doing the Limp Bizkit in college, but that was really the worst it got. For just like everybody jerks off on the biscuit and then the last one to come has to fucking eat the biscuit.
Oh,
that's that
was what was that movie? The one movie I forget it, man. But the kid was it was like a Hindu kid. He was traumatized because he was on a ping pong team and they shoved the paddle up his ass, and he goes, and not the handle either. Like fucking beer pong or something like that.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, you can't be doing that. But also, I mean, if it takes that much to make the kid a fucking man, right? I mean, put the pool stick up there. I'm
glad I was a quick learner. Fuck, I didn't need a lesson like that.
Right? Fucking, I would just be like, no, I'm in. I'm in. Don't worry, guys. My mouth is shut. All right.
That's it.
All right. If you want to do it a little bit, but just the tip, okay?
Just the tip, and not the thick end either.
Right. Yeah. Has to be the really tiny end, like a pinky.
Yeah.
You could put it up there up until where a pinky would go. Right.
Just like chalking it,
Right.
Just like chalking the cue,
Sticking the cue up somebody's ass and just be like,
Just glad they didn't use the balls as Benoit balls. You know what I'm saying? You imagine that.
Well, it's like the anal beads. Like the first time I had a chick do the anal beads, she was like, "Now pull them out," and I didn't know. I didn't know you were supposed to do it slow. I did it like I was starting a boat motor. Right? I was just like,
what is it, like one of them fucking Folgers commercials? Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, she did not like that. Yeah, it was, and I was like, listen, I didn't know. All right, I found out that you could get away with a lot by claiming ignorance. Right? I found that out real early. Okay, be like, sorry, I didn't know. I haven't been with many chicks that like to put beads in their asses. So fucking, it was my first time. So it was a fun thing. So.
Yeah, I mean, common sense kind of tells you it's got to be like a ripcord. You'd think,
right? Yeah,
you would think faster would be better than slow.
It's
you
like
just want to get it over with, so you rip it out.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. Let's see here. Gross. Don't tell me you played that. Did you even have to eat the cookie? No, I never had to eat the cookie.
You're not first in line.
I saw what had to be done to the cookie, and I was like, no way am I being last. I was first quite a few times, okay, because there's just no way this is gonna happen, right? So it is what it is. And then I stopped going to college, right? And I played in like a cover band, and I was making like $1,000 a week in a cover band, and I was like, fuck it, I don't need college. Like fucking who the fuck needs college? Like fucking I'm doing fine. And LA was when it really opened up. Okay. Okay. Because LA, you immediately realize when you're on the lower side of average, like I am, and you're surrounded by beautiful people, you're like, yeah, I got to get my game up a little bit if I don't want to be alone for the whole time that I'm here. Right. So that's when you start developing game. The problem is I was like 26 when I started developing any type of game. Like I didn't get laid in high school at all. Like I was just like a loser, like just a dickhead loser. And I tell everybody, I'm like, you know how they say you got notches on your belt? Well, when I went to LA, I had one notch on my belt. But when I came back from LA, fucking 12 years later, if I had a belt, it would be like the Chewbacca belt that goes all the way down your chest and fucking just rocks it out that way. So it's
instead of bullets, so you got fucking antibiotic pills all the way fucking down it.
Yep, and every one of them, just in case, right?
A bottle of mouthwash in your glove box.
Dude, you know, right? That's what you got to do. It's a disinfectant, right? I still swear by that being the whole reason that I never got any kind of STD was because after I was done, I just put my dick in a bottle of Listerine and it was fine. I still swear by that.
What worked better, Listerine or the Bianca Blast?
Oh,
that shit would hurt,
though, right? Yeah, that shit.
Both of it would hurt, but
yeah, I would think they would both hurt, but
the
Bianca, man, I couldn't even take that shit in my mouth.
I was gonna say that hurts when it's in your mouth, man.
Right?
Yeah.
You use it like tear gas, man. Fucking spray it in somebody's eyes, kick them in the nuts, and you're good.
Fucking right.
We had other friends in other bands that would just stop by Del Taco and fucking put their dick in a burrito. And you're like, when you got home, like, what? Your wife didn't question that you were banging a Mexican chick, like, fuck, what's wrong with you? Like, fucking Listerine, baby, that's the way to go. But those days are gone,
Yeah.
So it's just, man, if I stuck my dick in a fucking bottle of Listerine right now, Mike, you would probably hear me scream from where you are. You know, fuck that. That just doesn't. It just seems like stupid now. You know. So, but at the
Hey,
time,
it was logical at the time.
yeah,
That's all that counts.
because your dick is a dreamer, right? Like your dick is just fucking. You know, you ever throw an idea at your dick? He's like, yeah, let's do it. Backup plan. Don't worry about it, right?
Don't worry about it. You got the Listerine.
Yeah, if your dick was a third base coach, he would wave you in every time. He's like, go. And then when something goes wrong and you're looking at your dick and you're like, what the fuck happened? And then your dick's just
what
like,
the fuck you listen to me for? I'm not pulling the brain.
Yeah. So it's
Coach waved me home.
seriously.
Definitely that friend that says, it seemed like a good idea at the time.
Yeah, it seemed like a good idea at the time. It is what it is, you know. It's you know, you're just like, yeah, this is what I want to do because you're nervous at that point, especially like the first few times you do it, right? You're like, is this a good idea? Sticking my dick like I didn't even have a girlfriend at the time, and I was just using it for precaution because my friend told me to do it. He was like, and I could imagine they're just like, fucking yo. They're telling their other friends the next day. They're like, Chris stuck his dick in a bottle. Like
hey, you know what? I bet you those motherfuckers they use as the experiment to see if it would be okay for them.
To see if it would work.
Right?
But them motherfuckers got the clap though. You didn't, Chris.
Yeah. That's what I could say. Fucking never. You know, and the thing is, like, I used to get tested every year, right? And then when I got home, back to New York, I got tested again, and never before when you're taking the test, do you like question every questionable broad that you took part in? You know, you're like, holy fuck, fucking Alyssa. Oh, I don't know, probably shouldn't have did that. You know, like,
Yeah. That fucking post-weekend anxiety is real as shit.
Yep.
Sitting there for the next week going, fuck, did I fuck up? Am I going to die?
Right. It's
I
nerve
gotta
wracking.
start calling people.
Yep, because it used to be you had to wait a week. I mean, now they do it, and I think that they sell the kits at CVS. You know, like fucking, you could just get automatic answers. But it used to be where you had to wait. You know, and when you had to wait, it was rough, man.
Hell yeah! I knew this chick. She swore that she said she never had a fucking yeast infection, and I'm like, bitch, you probably never got rid of the first one you ever had. That's why you don't know the difference. Your fucking cottage cheese and shit. Get out of
It's
here with
normal to
that.
be shooting Twinkies out her crap.
That's right. She should have had the Listerine.
She should have poured the
That's where it came
Listerine on. Well, I heard that yogurt cures a yeast infection, right? So I told this chick one time, she's like, yeah, I can't have yeast, you know, I can't have sex. I got a yeast infection. I was like, well, I hope you use blueberry because that's my favorite. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I always wondered if a chick's got a yeast infection and like if you put a little flour up in her box, would she make a loaf of bread?
I was gonna say what a roll out. Yeah.
You get a loaf of bread?
Holy fucking
Well,
Christ.
there's more that you got to worry about there because antibiotics will do that. There's antibiotics will fuck that up.
I don't get it. What is it?
Get that shit. So the yeast infection's probably the safest thing that they've got at that point.
Yeah, probably. Yikes.
Imagine you're with a chick and she's like, I got a yeast infection, and you're just like, oh, thank God. Right? Thank God it's just that. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, right.
I was overseas once and got not botulism. It's another thing you can get from dirty fucking drinking water. I can't think of the name of it. But the antibiotics they had to give me killed like every good bacteria, and I got thrush.
Thrush.
So
Dysentery? You get dysentery?
dysentery, that's what it was. I got dysentery in Ukraine, and then I got fucking thrush from the antibiotics, and it was fucking horrible.
I don't know what I got in Iraq, but for the first month I was there, man, I was a rocket ship. Fucking, you start eating that goddamn, you're either eating MREs or you're eating the local food. I'm just fucking grabbing up chickens from little Hajis down there, cooking it up on the rotisserie. You eat one of them things, and you're a walking shit machine for a week.
Yeah, there's no
terrible.
way. I was in
You know what
England.
thrush
I didn't
is?
eat food. I don't know what thrush is. What's that?
It's fucking it's basically a yeast infection, but it grows all over your body. So it was in my groin, it was in my mouth, it was in my armpits, behind my
Oh.
ears, anywhere that it keeps that you like have a little bit of moisture, that shit'll fucking grow yeast. It was like frosting out my mouth. I looked like Cujo.
Dude, I don't know if I would have admitted that on a live.
That's what happened, dude.
Well, you got rid of it, right?
Yeah, I had to take
Yeah,
some
see?
antifungal shit, and it was good.
It was like leprosy.
He ain't like that chick I knew. She never got rid of it, but he got rid of it.
I didn't get it from eating something that I wasn't supposed to be eating. I was trying to drink some water.
Hey, listen. Sometimes, you got to make them happy, all right? So it is what it is, man. Holy shit!
Yeah,
All
you
right,
got to build relationships with the locals, man. Sometimes it's the Levi's and Jack Daniels. Sometimes, sometimes you got to take one for the team.
Let me ask you something, Tim. Do you think that Listerine would have worked?
Yeah. I mean,
that's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you what, now that I think about it, because I'd never thought about that before, and I've been lucky, knock on wood, I've never freaking caught anything over the years. But I can tell you many a times, had I thought of that, I'd have been spraying my shit down with Listerine like there's no tomorrow.
Yep, that's what I'm
I'd have
saying.
been stocking the company and retired right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Fucking genius, Chris. You're a genius. You started a fucking trend.
Right?
Right.
So now I'm all safe in a relationship and I ain't got to worry about it. Now that fucking does me no good.
Yeah, I know, right? That's what happens when you get older. All the information you actually learned is wasted.
Right.
Yep.
I'm just gonna pass it along to the young kids at work.
Yeah. The other thing is like for all you guys in the room that are pullout guys, try leaving it in every now and then. Okay. It feels so good. Okay.
Yeah.
It feels so good when
it feels almost as good as losing 25% of your fucking paycheck for 18 years.
Hey, Chris.
Almost.
That was my main go-to. I fuck that rubber. I had good rhythm. But actually I didn't have good rhythm because I got 8 kids,
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it seems like you're shooting straight all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. The only way I could describe leaving it in is like when you were a kid. Do you remember that? The first time you had melted cheese on something, and you were just like, "Oh, this is amazing! like this could be this in like 10 seconds." So like you're like, "Fuck, I love this." It's like
there ain't no such thing as 10 seconds. That 10 seconds turns into 18 fucking years.
Yeah, that's luckily I never got one past the goal. Hopefully I've always been unhealthy enough to for it not to really matter, So
it might have been the Listerine.
It might have been.
That might have been the Listerine. Yeah.
Fucking shoot a gloat on a chick's face, and she's like, "Why does your cum taste like Listerine?" And she starts gargling right away. And I'm like, that's what we're talking about. Okay.
Minty fruit.
Yeah. And then the next thing you know, everybody at the Rainbow knows, like, fucking suck Chris's dick. It fucking tastes so good. Okay. So I think that attributed to a lot of my success rate. Okay.
Oh man.
All right. We're in an hour, so I'm gonna leave. But gentlemen, thank you for coming by. This made it a lot more fun than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I thought it was
good to see you guys, man.
Yeah, nice to see you guys, and good night to you all. Talk to you soon.
You too, Uncle Mike. I'll see you on March Tinley. I'll see anybody.
Absolutely. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna be 2 hobbling motherfuckers. It's gonna be
we gotta get that wheelchair race going. You think you'll be walking by then or no?
I'll be walking by then. Yeah. Definitely.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I'll probably be in the chair by then.
But it's okay. I'll just fucking pull Sean out of his chair and I'll use his chair and then we'll race. All right,
sounds
guys.
good.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for stopping by, and I will talk to you guys again whenever I decide to do this again.
So,
Sounds
all right,
good. Talk to you later, boys.
all right, bye, guys.